D Davison, liveweatherblogs.com, evening and overnight edition here. We're taking a look over the next few days with with our surface maps. We're also going to go into a tornado that occurred down in North Carolina. We're also going to go into the tropics and see what's going on there, all in this evening edition cast here. Taking first a look at our surface map right at this time. You can see at 06 Zulu what has happened here. You can see there's been some severe weather. We're going to also go into that up in the UP of Michigan at this time, and that's moving to the east at this current time. There's also been some development of showers and thunderstorms, especially in North Carolina along this little trough that's been set up along the Blue Ridge Mountain area. And these fronts are all going to move to the east. Now they're going to look at 12 Zulu, which is going to bring us in closer to tomorrow morning. We're going to see the triple point be on the UP. This is going to shift east, and it's also going to, tomorrow, it's going to also possibly add on to the possibility of severe weather, and we'll go into that in our severe weather outlook a little bit later. As it moves east here, you can see, this is going to be the area tomorrow afternoon. Also, thunderstorms also along the Piedmont, Virginia, and North Carolina could also be developing again tomorrow afternoon, as we're in an unsettled period. Thursday, we're going to have the front moving in towards the northeast. We're also going to have this trough. The stubborn trough is going to stay in this area and continue to allow showers and thunderstorms to develop. Some might be severe, especially when we go towards Thursday. And as you see, it progresses Thursday and then Friday. We have the cold front move in. This cold front is going to drop in cooler and drier air and keep it in the 80s for most of the weekend in the areas in the northeast that have been sweltering in the heat. Taking a look at the Wednesday outlook for Storm Prediction Center, you can see the slight risk area will be near Detroit, back across Chicago, upper Ohio, upper Illinois, upper Indiana, also near Erie, Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh, and along the north and western parts of New York, i.e. Buffalo. We also can have some isolated severe thunderstorms possibly pop up in the Appalachian Mountain area. The main threat tomorrow will be less likely to be tornadoes, because the actual jet is going to be riding a little further north. The areas that I would be most concerned about if we're going to get any tornadic development is going to be in the New York area. Then Thursday, we shift back out to the Midwest, and still, with that front of passage and the trough and all, we're still looking into Roanoke, Charleston, West Virginia, Philadelphia, Atlantic City, possibly some isolated severe thunderstorms to occur. Nothing extravagant, but at least potential at that time. Something yesterday evening we were doing was tracking some severe weather that broke out near North Carolina. Well, obviously, with that one cell was saying how I had the nice rotation and inflow notch. Well, it actually did drop a tornado, EF0, last evening around 9:38 p.m. Had a path width of 100 yards wide, about the size of a football field, which is pretty good size width, and a mile and a half path length. And 80 miles an hour was the wind. We're going to take a look down here. You can see this is a satellite view of the area where it happened near 89. I remember I did point that out last night during my update. Also, here's some of the damage pictures that came in from near Low Gap, and this is a area in the Boy Scout camp, and this is also up in the mountains. So people say they can't get tornadoes and you can't get severe weather in the mountain in this area. It's very, very likely. And this is also east of the Blue Ridge. And at another time, I'll go into my thoughts on the east of the Blue Ridge type of storms and why they're more potent than they are west of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Take a look at bits and pieces of the Atlantic Ocean here. Tropical update here. You got one upper level disturbance sitting there, generating some thunderstorms near the center of it. This is kind of like a mid-level disturbance also. We got very dry air kick into the Caribbean, so that's less likely to inhibit any kind of storms over the next couple of days. One thing that looks of interest, but it's south of 10 latitude, which is hard for these storms to develop. This one thousands of miles away from the islands here and south of the islands off Africa, and a huge area of dry air, sinking air into the central Atlantic here. We got a front moving off. We also got to watch these also. They can always develop some storms if they stall off the coast. So, but at this time, this area that out here is a very dry area and less likely to get any kind of tropical development. Now taking a look at our outlook over the next couple of days from the National Weather Service, you can see here 70 tonight. That's going to be a little muggy with the dew points in the 70s. 88 tomorrow, 73, 89 Thursday, then 87 with drier air on Friday and Saturday, 88. Sunday, looking at 85, and Monday around 88 again. So we're going to be out of the 90s finally here in the Roanoke Valley. The heat wave seems to have subsided, and the severe weather aspects are going to come less potent in the next couple of days. But as you see on here, we definitely have some isolated chances of showers and thunderstorms in the Roanoke Valley. We also have to look out in the upper parts of Michigan and so forth for severe weather tomorrow. The tropics are looking pretty quiet at this time. So this is Dean D. Davison for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. It's your overnight edition, and we'll be with you tomorrow for a new overnight edition. This is Dean D. Davison, LiveWeatherBlogs.com, senior meteorologist.